ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
Today, we're plunging into something really quite chilling, actually, from a classic era of cinema.
We are. Our source material is a specific, pretty iconic clip from the 1959 horror film House on Haunted Hill.
Right. Focusing on that eerie monologue by Watson Pritchard. He's introducing, well, what he calls the only really haunted house in the world.
Yeah.
Still gives me chills.
It's potent stuff. And our mission today really is to pull apart his language almost word by word. We want to show how just a few very carefully chosen phrases don't just describe terror, they actively construct it in your mind.
So it's like a shortcut to understanding how the original works.
Exactly. A unique perspective just by looking closely at the words.
Got it. Okay, so Pritchard opens with this stark image. The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. When he says restless, it feels like more than just active, doesn't it? It sounds almost like a condition they suffer from.
That's a great way to put it. Restless here evokes this sense of perpetual torment. Like these spirits aren't just hanging around to haunt, they're trapped themselves.
In some kind of horrible cycle.
Precisely. An agonizing cycle of agitation. And then pairing it with hungry.
Yeah, hungry.
It just amplifies the dread, doesn't it? It suggests a malevolent, active need. They're not just there. They want something.
Transforms them from, I don't know, vague, spooky things into actual threats with a purpose, a terrifying purpose.
Right. They become active entities.
So he paints this picture, agitated, hungry spirits, and then he sort of almost dismissively pivots to the house itself.
He does. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world.
That claim, the only one. It's more than just a boast, isn't it? It feels designed to, hook your fear directly.
Oh, absolutely. That phrase, the only really haunted house, it's brilliant because it aims to set this impossible standard. Well, it tries to bypass any skepticism you might bring, any doubt about haunted houses in general. Yeah. By calling it the only, Pritchard immediately establishes its horror as singular, unparalleled. You're not just entering a haunted house, you're about to witness the definitive article.
Which ramps up the psychological pressure before you even see anything.
Exactly. Amplifies the impact massively.
And he doesn't just leave it there, he grounds it. He backs it up with this sinister history.
The murders, yes.
He says, since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. That century ago bit, coupled with have been murdered, that really lands heavily.
It really does. A century ago gives it this deep, deep legacy of violence. It's not just some recent tragedy.
Right.
But the real power, I think, is in have been murdered. That tense, the present perfect.
What does that do?
It's crucial because it connects those brutal killings from the past directly to now, to the present moment.
So they're not just history.
Not just historical footnotes, no. They feel like active, ongoing consequences that still define the house today. It makes the evil feel perpetually alive.
And throwing in, including my brother, that makes it personal, draws you right in.
Absolutely. That personal connection is key. Then he says, since then I've owned the house. He didn't ask for it. He inherited this nightmare.
But the truly chilling part for me is the next line. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead. Almost dead. It's so stark. Not scared, not injured, but almost dead.
And almost dead is just profoundly effective because it avoids any specifics, right? It forces your imagination to fill in the horrifying blanks.
Yeah, you wonder what could possibly do that.
Exactly. He wasn't just harmed. He was pushed to the absolute edge, the brink of mortality after just one night.
It implies something unimaginable.
It suggests an encounter so profoundly horrific, so far beyond normal experience, it nearly killed him. And that gives this immense unsettling credibility to the house's unique evil, precisely because you can't quite grasp what happened.
Wow. Okay, so pulling this together, what does this really show us by just, digging into a few specific words from Pritchard's monologue?
Restless, the only almost dead.
Right. Those key phrases.
Yeah.
We've ended up with a much richer, much deeper understanding and maybe appreciation of how this classic horror clip works.
Definitely.
This kind of focused look. It really does feel like a shortcut to getting, properly informed about the source.